definitely very upsetting, very frustrating, you know, when you don't conceive. ये तो ऐसे ही हो जाना चाहिए, right? हम try करेंगे pregnancy हो जाएगा. And at the end of every month, when the woman starts her cycle, it's a very shattering, mentally upsetting situation.
Meet Dr. Shweta Goswami, founder and director of Ziva Fertility in Noida. She's a leading IVF and fertility specialist renowned for her miraculous work with couples. In her 17 years of distinguished experience, she has brought hope and joy to countless couples, providing them with compassionate, ethical, and personalized care. Who better than her to bust all myths around IVF treatments? Let's go. Infertility का rate India में आज की डेट में क्या है?
Around 15 to 20% of couples are finding it difficult to conceive.
इनफर्टिलिटी सिर्फ फीमेल्स में होती है?
1/3 of the cases हम कह सकते हैं कि ठीक है mainly female factor है, 1/3 have male factor and more than 1/3 is actually combined. Social stigma सा बना हुआ है that it always falls on the woman, like if somebody is not conceiving, blame or the whole pressure probably goes on the woman. When we do the sperm testing, etc., 90%, more than 90% are abnormal semen parameters that we're looking at. I want our audience to know that the anyway chances are around 20-25%, right? Okay. Every month. But अगर उससे ज़्यादा time लग रहा है और अगर हम testing करते हैं, तो we realize कि problems कभी-कभी ऐसा नहीं होता कि बड़ी strictly absolute female में है या male में है. There are subtle factors. थोड़ा सा egg quality issue भी है, थोड़ा sperm quality issue भी है, and you know you need the right combination in that particular month कि सब कुछ
Yes. Now let's talk about what are the options somebody has if there is a problem of infertility, whether in the woman or the man.
How long have you been doing all this?
Compose center. Take a little bit.
Mic testing.
Some person's irresponsibility and everybody had to pay.
Okay, by the time I came, the studio was all set up. So.
मेरे earrings देख लो. Okay, I'm going to change. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Shweta, on my show.
Yeah, thank
really
you so much
excited.
for inviting me here.
Thank you so much for coming at such a short notice.
Thank you.
तो सबसे पहले मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि इनफर्टिलिटी का रेट इंडिया में आज की डेट में क्या है? Do we have any statistics around that?
So see, overall infertility issues are also rising, and around 15 to 20% of couples nowadays who are trying for pregnancy are finding it difficult to conceive. In fact, latest statistics tell us that 1 in 6 couples, are finding it difficult. So it's increasing day by day, and I think we have our own lifestyles. We have the fact that women are more career-oriented. They're trying to plan pregnancies later. But I think, yes, it's on the rise. It's something to be looking out for. We have to introspect into, what we're doing. But it's becoming increasing issue day by day for all couples.
You're saying कि एक तो late pregnancy हो गई because women are more career oriented today.
Yes.
That is one reason. What are the other reasons behind infertility?
See, I think the kind of world we are living in, अगर हम ये बात करें तो back to the villages was always a good lifestyle. हमारा आज का जो pollution है, especially you're visiting Delhi, so the pollution that you're seeing here, the adulteration we're looking at, our lifestyles, of course, busy work schedules, stress, then increased alcohol, smoking, drug recreation, so वो सबसे बढ़ रहा है. And mainly तो ये है कि as women, we want to have more control in our lives. We want to be choosy in terms of choosing a partner. We have our careers, we have our education to look at, and therefore we want to plan when we are mentally ready to do so. So all those factors are increasing. In fact, I think what's an epidemic is also male fertility,
Yeah, I was just going to ask you कि infertility सिर्फ females में होती है?
No.
Males में किस तरह की होती है, and what are the kind of statistics we are looking there?
So actually we say कि it's almost 50-50, So in 1/3 of the cases हम कह सकते हैं कि ठीक है mainly female factor है, 1/3 have male factor and more than 1/3 is actually combined. So ये भी जो एक एक कई बार एक social stigma सा बना हुआ है that it always falls on the woman, like if somebody is not conceiving, तो पूरा परिवार ये सोचता है कि ठीक है ये हो नहीं रहा है, and the blame or the whole pressure probably goes on the woman. But statistics is very clear, it's all out there, 50-50. In fact, when we do the sperm testing, etc., 90%, more than 90% are abnormal semen parameters that we're looking at. So I think that is an epidemic.
मतलब abnormal semen parameters?
मतलब हम कहते हैं जो एक बेसिक टेस्ट होता है मेल्स का, वो होता है एक सीमन एनालिसिस, राइट? आर द स्पर्म काउंट्स एंड मोटिलिटी गुड इनफ? बट आई थिंक मोर देन 90% in any lab across the country would have abnormal semen parameters. So it's definitely rising, and as I said, we all have to introspect and see कि कहाँ प्रॉब्लम है, हमारी लाइफस्टाइल में है कि कोई फैक्टर्स है जो हम हेल्प ही नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, एनवायरमेंटल है. But everything together is making it, more difficult.
So
yes.
all these factors, in सबकी वजह से females as well as males,
Yes.
दोनों में infertility के chances बढ़ जाते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
And you're saying a combined 1/3 statistics के हिसाब से combined infertility,
Yes.
मतलब दोनों
देखो
में
कई बार क्या
infertility.
होता है, fertility in any cases, any couple who's trying, one, I want our audience to know that the anyway chances are around 20-25%, right?
Okay.
Every month. इसीलिए हम हर कपल को कहते हैं कि ठीक है, गिव इट शॉर्ट फॉर 5-6 months. इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील इफ़ यू टेकिंग टाइम. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो, बट अगर उससे ज़्यादा टाइम लग रहा है और अगर हम टेस्टिंग करते हैं तो वी रियलाइज़ कि प्रॉब्लम्स कभी कभी ऐसा नहीं होता कि बड़ी स्ट्रिक्टली एब्सोल्यूट फीमेल में है या मेल में है. देयर आर सटल फैक्टर्स. थोड़ा सा एग क्वालिटी इशू भी है, थोड़ा स्पर्म क्वालिटी इशू भी है, एंड यू नीड द राइट कॉम्बिनेशन इन दैट पर्टिकुलर मंथ की सब कुछ ठीक हो. सो कंबाइंड फैक्टर्स आर इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड देयरफॉर रादर दैन the blame game here or trying to think कि problem मेरे में है या husband में है, we have to have that understanding that it's a combined project, and more often than not there are subtle factors working both ways which contribute to difficulty in conceiving per se.
So tell me that if a couple wants to conceive,
Yes.
is it a good idea to just do some tests before you actually start trying, or before you fail and get dejected? मतलब शुरुआत में भी कुछ टेस्ट ऐसे होते हैं जो कर लेने चाहिए.
Yes, so देखो ये एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है. आजकल लोगों में अवेयरनेस भी आ रही है, एंड आई थिंक ऑल दैट ऑनलाइन सोर्सेज दैट वी हैव आर ऑल्सो हेल्पिंग. पीपल आर बिकमिंग मोर एंड मोर अवेयर. आई वुड से कि पहले शायद कोई 1-2 साल बाद लोग आते थे इवैल्यूएशन के लिए. आजकल जैसे आप कह रहे हो, देयर आर पीपल हु डू प्री फर्टिलिटी टेस्ट इवन व्हेन दे हैव स्टार्टेड contemplating pregnancy.
Okay.
Now scientifically हम ये कहते हैं that any couple who's less than 35 years of age, they could actually give it a year, and अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो टेस्ट कराएं. More than 35, because age is a big factor in fertility, something that science is also not able to break. उन cases में तो sooner, at 6 months. But if we want to be proactive, because it's definitely very upsetting, very frustrating, when you don't conceive. Because, see, this is something all of us feel कि ये तो ऐसे ही हो जाना चाहिए, right? हम try करेंगे और pregnancy हो जाएगा. And at the end of every month, when the woman starts her cycle, it's a very shattering, mentally upsetting situation. So I see no harm. You have very simple tests. Women have to go through simple blood tests to know, that their egg reserves and their basic tests are okay. They need to do an ultrasound scan, typically in basic fertility tests, and a husband has to do a sperm test. So I think they're very simple tests. You could do them yourselves. You could see a basic specialist to do that. So yes, as I said, if you think there are some medical factors, the other thing is some women or men may have already some medical or clinical history. For example, if a woman already has irregular cycles, right?
Okay.
So कोई rocket science नहीं है जानने की कि definitely कोई issue हो सकता है. उनका egg development हो सकता है, ठीक नहीं हो सकता. किसी की कोई सर्जिकल हिस्ट्री है, हस्बैंड्स में कोई मेडिकल हिस्ट्री है, या कभी सिवियर इलनेस हो चुकी है, मम्स हो चुका है. सो उन केसेस में तो डेफिनेटली दे शुड डू इट राइट अवे, and even otherwise proactively, because they're very simple tests. But basically within 6 months of trying, if it's not working out, it would definitely be a good idea to at least do some basic tests.
So like you said, in women, if you have an irregular menstrual cycle, it's a
Yes.
sure sign that there is a problem.
Yes,
कुछ
yes.
men में भी इस तरह के signs होते हैं?
देखो, so men में semen analysis may be very bad without any symptoms at all. But of course, when they are trying, so a lot of men could even have intercourse issues or erectile dysfunctions.
Okay.
Then that is of course something that you don't wait for.
Okay.
But a sperm test, you can't be reassured कि मैं बहुत healthy हूँ, मेरी lifestyle अच्छी है, तो मेरा report ठीक ही होगा. You need to do a test to know कि ठीक है कि नहीं है.
Right, and nowadays it's very hard to tell. In any case, अगर आप टेस्ट नहीं करोगे तो किसी भी चीज़ की गारंटी नहीं होती है.
Yeah, and I think that proactiveness, not just in fertility, overall overall, I think screening tests or basic tests are, need to be done to sure we're okay. It's just reassuring. It gives us the understanding that ठीक है हम अपना time waste नहीं कर रहे हैं. Because अगर आप 6-8 months के बाद करोगे तो obviously it can be a very upsetting situation that I did not even know that there was this problem. Yes.
Now let's talk about what are the options somebody has if there is a problem of infertility, whether in the woman or the man. What are the options that a couple has?
Right. So, Chavi, see, overall, ये एक stepwise approach होता है typically. So, when a couple will, meet any expert for evaluation, सबसे पहले simple tests होते हैं. Those tests tell us क्या करना है. For example, if the reports are by and large okay, then we would say, ठीक है, just chill and relax and understand. So, I think one of the most important things is the expectations, right? People tend to feel मेरे test ठीक हैं, तो अब तो हो ही जाना चाहिए, right? But as I said, first the concept of monthly fecundability कि भाई chance ही किसी का भी 20-25% है. Don't start that process of मेरे में कुछ problem है इसलिए नहीं हो रहा. So I think that's one very important aspect of fertility. Second, the next step is to start with medications. So as I said, it's a lifestyle issue. So number one, whether it's lifestyle, diet, exercise, along with medications, thoda bahut prenatals and all lena chahiye to improve our gamete health. Egg and sperm health is at the core of fertility. So that's the first step. You take basic medications. Some people will need basic hormonal medications. We call it ovulation induction or super ovulation. The next step, you move on to further tests like, tube tests. So there are fallopian tube tests like the HSG or hysterosalpingogram. You do that to make sure the fallopian tubes are clear.
What exactly is that?
So, see, the site where fertilization happens inside the woman's body is called the fallopian tube. Now, that is something that's not visible on a simple ultrasound. But it's a slightly painful test, can easily be managed under sedation or anesthesia. But वो एक step 2 होता है हमारा कि ये basic test हो गया, couple of months हो गया, फिर भी नहीं हो रहा. Again, it's a silent structure, which means it could be blocked without you knowing about it. So you need to do the test. And again, 90% people will have the test coming clear. But for that 10%, it'll take you on a different way altogether. You have to evaluate your tubes. You have to make sure वो ठीक है. But वो HSG test हो गया, वो भी ठीक है. Then the next step could be, again, simple steps like intrauterine inseminations. Now, what insemination means is that, as I said, बहुत लोगों में आजकल semen parameters थोड़े abnormal होते ही हैं. तो and plus I think एक बहुत common problem, probably because of long commutes, long working hours, is also that couples are probably not able to try as much, So fertile window miss होने का भी एक risk होता है, जो एक बहुत legitimate concern है. It's also a taboo. People don't want to come forth, So maybe a lot of couples may not be open to each other. Forget the doctor कि हाँ ये trouble हमारे में है. So अगर किसी को time लग रहा है, semen parameters में issue है या even unexplained है, कोई factor नहीं है, तो the next step you move on to something known as IUI, which is intrauterine insemination. उसमें हम हस्बैंड का सैंपल लेके उसको प्रोसेस करके बेस्ट क्वालिटी स्पर्म्स को यूट्रस तक इंसर्ट कर देते हैं. सो दैट अगेन इट्स अ वेरी मच लाइक अ नेचुरल प्रोसेस. द रेस्ट ऑफ द प्रोसेस हैपन्स इनसाइड द बॉडी, बट इट इंक्रीजेज योर स्टैटिस्टिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस इन दैट मंथ. वहाँ अगेन द प्रॉब्लम छवि इज़ दैट चांसेस फिर भी आर सीलिंग लेवल इज़ एट लाइक 25%, राइट. तो आप एक मेडिकल प्रोसीजर करते हो, फिर भी हमको पता है कि भी 4 में से कोई एक ही कंसीव करेगा. सो again, I'm saying the realism of expectation from treatment is also very important in fertility, because fertility treatments कोई बहुत painful नहीं है, but I think the emotional impact that they carry, I see so many couples, so many women just dropping out of treatment for months together क्योंकि वो टूट जाते हैं mentally कि हमने इतना कुछ किया. Any treatment will require you coming into the clinic for say 4 to 5 days in a month. तो आपको challenge है, work के साथ भी manage करना है, फर्टाइल विंडो में ट्राई करना है, मेडिकेशंस लेना है, मे बी इंसेमिनेशन प्लान करना है, एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स आइदर अ 0 or a 100, सो द ट्रीटमेंट इज सच दैट यू लुकिंग एट एब्सोल्यूट फिगर्स हियर, राइट. एंड देन आपको फिर से हिम्मत करके वापस आना है कि कोई बात नहीं, सो as a fertility specialist, one of the things that I think is very important in the consultation that we do is setting the expectations right, because a lot of couples come in totally shattered and broken कि मैंने तो insemination भी करा लिया, अब तो मेरा कुछ नहीं हो सकता, but you have to tell them that नहीं, ये statistics ही ये है, so as I'm saying, आप फ्रैक्चर ठीक कराने जाओगे, आप हार्ट की कंडीशन ठीक कराने जाओगे, द सक्सेस रेट्स यू टॉक अबाउट आर 80-90%, 10% का नहीं होगा. बट इस ट्रीटमेंट में आपको मालूम है कि ये जर्नी है. इट मे हैपन इन अ मंथ, इट मे हैपन इन 3 to 4 months. हमको रेजिलियंस रखनी है कि कोई बात नहीं, यू नो, आई एम एट इट. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे द प्रोडक्ट इज गोइंग टू बी अ ब्यूटिफुल बेबी दैट आई विल गेट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. बट आई हैव टू बी एट इट बिकॉज आई थिंक leaving treatment in the middle and you know wasting time, increasing the biological age, वो मेरे ख्याल से एक बहुत मेजर इशू है. जो कपल्स को हिम्मत करके यू नो फिर आपस में बात करना है. देर इज़ दैट डिसकनेक्ट दैट समटाइम्स हैपन एंड एज आई सेड दैट इज़ वाई अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट ये एक कंबाइंड इशू है. ये कोई एक जने का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. तो कपल्स एक दूसरे को हैंड होल्ड करें, अपने डिफरेंसेस को रिजॉल्व करें. आई थिंक दैट्स अ बिग पार्ट ऑफ द फर्टिलिटी जर्नी दैट वन हैज टू कवर.
I think in any case, being a parent is also a combined effort. So you have to be hand in glove right from day one, because आप conceive ही अगर साथ मिलकर नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो फिर आप parenting कैसे करोगे?
Correct. But I think it's a major reason for conflict, you know. India is not about just a couple. It's about a family. So दोनों की क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, दोनों साइड के पेरेंट्स का क्या यू नो कितना प्रेशर है.
How important is the role of parents in all of this?
सो आई थिंक सपोर्टिवनेस. मेरे को तो लगता है चाहे हम जो भी कहते हैं, ट्रीटमेंट का पूरा प्रेशर तो एक वुमन पे पड़ता है, राइट? तो 80% जब बाहर वुमन ले रही है, बीट एनी ट्रीटमेंट, यू नो, इवन इफ यू कम टू IVF विच इज़ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप, शी इज़ द वन टेकिंग ऑल द इंजेक्शंस, शी इज़ द वन कमिंग टू द क्लिनिक एवरी डे, राइट? सो शी नीड्स अ लॉट ऑफ मेंटल सपोर्ट देयर. सो partner तो है ही है, he is the most important, but if she has her own friends and family to support her, also if the in-laws are supportive, it helps, rather than the blame game that sometimes we can get into. So again, I think as a country we are evolving. मैं तो over the last couple of years देख रही हूँ, things are getting better, more and more, you know, couples are more understanding. The in-laws pressure, as we all know, you know, the brunt falls on the woman. So पहले तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा था, but at least in our urban cities we're seeing much better trends. But फिर भी, you know, it's a lot where the families have to be supportive to the woman.
But what exactly is an IVF treatment? Because बहुत सारी mixed बातें मैंने IVF के बारे में सुनी है. I'd like to first ask you to just define what exactly is that step-by-step treatment.
Right. So देखो, IVF start हुआ back in 1978. That's when the first baby was born. So पहली चीज़ we are looking at least 50 years of science which has evolved. Personally मेरे को लगता है it's great technology, right, which has come to our rescue. We all have our uncle and aunts, you know, who would have tried back in the 70s, 80s, probably never got children. But आज की डेट में हम देखेंगे तो ठीक है, fertility treatment is a journey. But, you know, majority of the couples will end up having a baby by hook or by crook, by some of the methods. So I think it's great technological advancement. Personally, मुझे लगता है our own field is a very fulfilling field, you know. There are couples 10-15 साल से try कर रहे हैं, and एक treatment अगर उनको एक couple of months में एक pregnancy दे देता है, so I think that's great. So coming to your question, see, in the normal reproduction that we are talking about, एक वुमेन का एक एग डेवलपमेंट होता है जो मिड साइकिल एग ओवरी में से निकलता है, वो फिलोपियन ट्यूब में जाता है, फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है अगर वो उस टाइम ट्राई करते हैं, क्योंकि स्पर्म्स फिलोपियन ट्यूब में पहुंचता है. फिलोपियन ट्यूब में फर्टिलाइजेशन होने के बाद 5 days तक द एम्ब्रियो और द बेबी ग्रोज इनसाइड द फिलोपियन ट्यूब, एंड वो 5th day पे यूट्रस में जाके इम्प्लांट होता है.
Okay.
दिस इज़ हाउ प्रेगनेंसी हैपन्स. बट वॉट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इज़ यहाँ 20-25 बहुत सटल स्टेप्स चल रहे हैं जो टैंडम में एकदम ठीक होंगे तब जाके प्रेगनेंसी होगी. सो कभी एग हेल्थ ठीक नहीं होगा, कभी हमने ट्राई ठीक से नहीं किया, कभी उस दिन जब इम्पॉर्टेंट है तब स्पर्म हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है, कभी द ट्यूब डजंट वर्क वेल. सो यू नो देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट आर हैपनिंग. सो IVF per se means in vitro fertilization. हम कहते हैं ये जो इतने सारे स्टेप्स हैं जहाँ पे हर स्टेप बारीकी से ठीक होना चाहिए, उसको हम बाईपास करते हैं, हम वो बेबी को बाहर ही बना देते हैं. सो बेसिकली द IVF लैब इज़ एन आर्टिफिशियल फिलोपियन ट्यूब. हम कहते हैं जो 5 days का प्रोसेस है, हम इसको एग्स को बाहर हार्वेस्ट करते हैं, हस्बैंड के स्पर्म से फर्टिलाइज करते हैं. जो काम फिलोपियन ट्यूब में हो रहा होता है वो हम लैब में करते हैं. फिलोपियन ट्यूब का दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंट काम होता है एम्ब्रियो को ग्रो करना. तो हम मीडिया एंड पूरे लैब, पूरा इट्स लाइक एन इनक्यूबेटर, इट्स लाइक अ नर्सरी जिसमें वो एम्ब्रियो अच्छे से ग्रो करता है. 5 days तक हम एम्ब्रियो को ग्रो करके बेस्ट एम्ब्रियो को सिलेक्ट करते हैं, एंड फिलोपियन ट्यूब से बच्चा धीरे धीरे यूट्रस की तरफ जाता है, तो आईवीएफ में हम सीधा एम्ब्रियो को यूट्रस में ट्रांसफर कर देते हैं, राइट? सो वी आर बेसिकली बाईपासिंग अ लॉट ऑफ सटल फैक्टर्स दैट कुड बी गोइंग
रॉन्ग. Once the baby goes in the uterus, how many days do you know कि ये अभी successful pregnancy हो गई है?
So see, it takes about 9 to 10 days for a blood test to show up. Usually when we do a treatment, हम test करते हैं 12 to 14 days में, just to be sure. So broadly 2 weeks post the procedure is when you get to know whether the embryo has implanted or not, and that's what we call a clinical pregnancy.
Okay, and what are these injections that a woman has to take? Daily injections?
Right.
What
so
are these injections?
Talking about the IVF process, see, हर month एक woman का एक egg बनता है. But क्योंकि every egg is not okay, science is very clear that 1 in 6-7 eggs is normal, 1 in 25 to 30 sperms is normal. तो जब आप IVF process bypass करने के लिए primarily करते हो, that 1 egg is not good enough, right? Because you know that out of a lot of eggs and sperms, you're going to select the best embryos. And therefore, suppose even if a woman starts with 15 to 20 eggs, we'll end up with 4 to 5 embryos and select the best ones, right?
Okay.
So there is a big embryo selection process that is happening. Therefore, these injections become a mandate. करने को आप natural cycle IVF भी कर सकते हो, but उसका success rate hardly वही 15-20% होगा जो natural cycles का होता है.
अच्छा, natural cycle मतलब उसमें आप injections नहीं ले रहे हो, you're just collecting the eggs and
few
sperm
eggs लेते हो तो it's called modified natural,
Right.
but आप एक ही egg को target कर रहे हो, but आपका IVF का result भी 20% है.
Correct.
तो जबकि हम चाहते हैं कि एक लेडी, ठीक है, एक बार थोड़ा कष्ट हो, you would take injections for 2 weeks, but the idea is to kind of create an embryo store, right? So you say आप injections लो, injections daily लेने पड़ते हैं. Injections, I want to tell out there, कोई बहुत painful नहीं होते हैं.
I was just going to ask because that is one of the biggest concerns that women have कि it's very painful.
Yeah.
तो ये injections खुद लेने होते हैं और कहाँ, which body part do you take them on?
Right. So देखो, there are lots of kind of injections that you can take. The simplest, thinnest needles can be self-injecting, या वो insulin shot की तरह subcutaneous होते हैं. कुछ injections intramuscular होते हैं, तो वो आर्म या buttocks में लगते हैं. लोग घर पे भी ले सकते हैं, and that a lot of working women also do for ease of work. India में injection administration, we at least have good nursing staff, easy availability. तो लोग usually एक setup ही कर लेते हैं कि ठीक है, हम हर रोज आएंगे, 12-13 days तक injection लेंगे. घर पे रखते हैं तो you just have to maintain the cold chain. So you have to maintain and make sure कि refrigeration ठीक से है. But injection daily लेना होता है, क्योंकि that is the only way you can make multiple eggs. Because as I said,
are there any side effects to these injections?
So side effects are, there are no long-term side effects, right? There are short-term side effects. Your body is going to go into a hormonal overdrive. थोड़े से hormones ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं for that month. Obviously because आप एक की जगह अगर 10-15x target कर रहे हो, तो आपको थोड़ा bloating हो सकता है, थोड़ा सा वॉमिटिंग सेंसेशन हो सकता है, माइल्ड गैस्ट्रिक सिम्टम्स हो सकते हैं. बट एवरीथिंग, आई अगेन वांट टू रीइटरेट, आप ऑफिस आराम से जाओ, छुट्टी वुट्टी का कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं होता है. हमारे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट ये होता है आप एटलीस्ट अपने वर्क के साथ मैनेज कर पाओ. मतलब ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि योर वर्क इज़ सो बिजी, या आपके वो 2 weeks में इतना आउटडोर या आउट स्टेशन कम्यूट है कि आप इंजेक्शन नहीं ले पा रहे हो. बट एज लॉन्ग एज यू कैन मैनेज एन इंजेक्शन एवरी डे, you can manage coming to the clinic 2 to 3 times a week, that's all. So please manage it with your work, because और कुछ करने को नहीं है. So another question is, a lot of women ask is, क्या मैं अब work छोड़ दूँ? Should I leave work and just get into an IVF? My personal answer is usually a no. I say sitting at home, you're now even putting more stress into yourself, into the system, right? So very, very fervently we say, please किसी तरह manage करो, injections manage करो, clinic manage करो, that's all. It's just a half an hour thing in the day. उसके बाद there is an egg retrieval process, वो 2 weeks के बाद होता है. By that time, due to the injections, you've made multiple eggs. वो प्रोसेस थोड़ा पेनफुल हो सकता है, इसलिए माइल्ड एनेस्थीसिया में किया जाता है. सो अगेन वो कोई पेनफुल नहीं है. यू जस्ट वॉक इनटू द क्लिनिक, दे पुट इन एन IV कैन्युला, दे पुट यू टू अ माइल्ड sedation. It's pretty smooth. You get the egg harvested, so there is no cut in the abdomen or anything. Vaginally हम eggs को harvest कर लेते हैं. एक mild discomfort, soreness 2-3 days रह सकता है. But again, you can easily take painkillers. There are no restrictions here, right? And I think somewhere there is this myth that IVF बहुत painful है, जो मेरे हिसाब से नहीं है. पहली चीज़, वो पहले ज़्यादा था,
correct.
So बहुत painful injections लगा करते थे, because हमारा confidence in technology, treatment, and of course a lot of research that comes in has made it much more patient friendly. So I think पुराने ज़माने में तो लोगों को 10-15 दिन हॉस्पिटल में भी एडमिट करते थे. सो ऑल दोज थिंग्स आर पासे, अब दे आर नो लॉन्गर डन, राइट? सो एन IVF इज टू बी मैनेज्ड अलॉन्ग विद बेसिक basic work. There are two, in my opinion, difficult parts of IVF. One, we still don't have shortcuts to injections. There's a lot of research going in, but you still have to take 12 to 15 injections. उससे shortcut नहीं है. Injection painful नहीं है, but injection हर रोज लेना है. So we have to be mentally ready कि ठीक है, I need to do that. Second, more importantly, I think it's an emotional roller coaster ride. Now, no matter what we tell. So today's, you see, IVF depends, again, the success rate is very, very couple oriented. किसी couple का 20% chance भी होगा, but बहुत सारे लोगों का 70-75% तक का chance होगा, right? Now, it's the way you look at it. मतलब कि लोग हो सकता है 10-10 साल से try कर रहे हैं, IVF करते हैं और 10 में से 7 लोग एक ही महीने में conceive कर जाते हैं. Now, that's fantastic technology, right? But for a patient, उन 10 में से 3 लोगों का नहीं होगा, even though all their reports are coming back okay. So वो realism again लाना important है. तो आप इतना effort करते हो as a woman, आप injections ले रहे हो, आप egg extraction कर रहे हो, आप hormonal changes के साथ ग्रैपल कर रहे हो, बट इट्स नॉट स्टिल अ फुल प्रूफ प्लान. ऐसा पक्का नहीं है कि हो जाएगा. सो आई थिंक जब अगेन IVF अनफॉर्चुनेटली नहीं होता है तो वो मेंटली बहुत डेविस्टेटिंग होता है. सो अगेन प्रिपेयरिंग आवरसेल्व्स टू इट कि भी दिस इज हाउ द प्रोसीजर वर्क्स, राइट. एक बार भी नहीं होगा, गॉड फॉरबिड, तो कोई बात नहीं, हम दोबारा ट्राई करेंगे. A lot of women will actually have extra embryos, you know, so that is the whole point of injections कि आप एक store सा बना लो एक month में, क्योंकि फिर अगर आपको transfer, usually we transfer 2 embryos back, that at least one of them should click and our result should be 70-80%. But a lot of women will make 4, 5, 6 great embryos, right? Okay. So therefore, in IVF you look at cumulative pregnancy also. हम कहते हैं ठीक है, एक बार ट्राई किया 70% का हुआ, बाकी 30% का evaluation करके आप दोबारा ट्राई करो, अगेन 70% का होगा, you know. So in statistics, 10 में से 80-85% can actually conceive with one IVF cycle. Okay. But we have to keep our
and let's
patience.
talk about the ones who are not conceiving in one cycle.
Yes.
What is, in your experience, the maximum number of cycles somebody took to conceive?
So see, I've had patients who've done 12 to 14 IVF cycles and not give up. But I think 2 to 4 cycles is usually when people start to, you know, give up. And not honestly give up, then you have to think about alternatives to IVF. Like you have to think about other things like egg donation. At the end of the road, maybe things like surrogacy. So it's not like they will also not conceive, but they'll probably have to think of something else, right?
So tell me, what kind of candidates are not ideal for even IVF?
Okay, so one, surrogacy is a very difficult and again an emotional subject. So in our mind, you know, the uterus or the womb is one of the most important structures which should be all right, right? So अगर आपका uterus healthy है, endometrial lining अच्छी है, तो हम कहते हैं बाय हुक और बाय क्रुक किसी ना किसी टाइम तो प्रेगनेंसी हो जाएगा. बट अगर किसी का किसी सर्जरी से, या इंडिया में ट्यूबरकुलोसिस कभी कभी होता है ऑफ अ वेरी सिवियर फॉर्म, and we feel that the womb is not healthy, then things become difficult. But other than that, you know, 80% of IVFs is dependent on the embryo health. Embryo health is a random chance thing. मतलब इस month अच्छा नहीं है तो जरूरी नहीं है कि अगले cycle नहीं हो. But that's the reason why some people might need repeat IVFs. But I'm saying अगर वो ठीक है overall, and if the womb is healthy, then it's your luck. It's a matter of chance. People will conceive with one. It may take longer.
I want to also ask you कि बहुत सारे लोगों को IVF के बाद twins हो जाते हैं, ट्रिपलेट्स भी हो जाते हैं कुछ लोगों को, तो लोगों को ऐसा भी लगता है कि हमें तो एक ही चाहिए था, हम IVF करेंगे 2 हो जाएंगे. ऐसा क्यों होता है?
गुड क्वेश्चन. सो एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम क्या है छवि, दैट हम जो एम्ब्रियो सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस IVF में कर रहे हैं, वो भी अगर एक एम्ब्रियो, वी कॉल इट अ 4AA ब्लास्टोसिस्ट और एन एक्सीलेंट ग्रेड A ग्रेड एम्ब्रियो, उस एम्ब्रियो का भी इम्प्लांटेशन चांस होता है अराउंड 40-45%, राइट. सो we are evolving, as I said, maybe in another 5-10 years we'll have such good embryo selections that we'll know कि एक ही ट्रांसफर करेंगे तो 80-90% रिजल्ट हो जाएगा. आज की डेट में वो चांस 40-45% है, राइट. तो वो हमारी मजबूरी है इन अ वे दैट आपको टिपिकली 2 ट्रांसफर करने पड़ते हैं इन दी होप कि एक तो कर जाएगा. बिकॉज यू नो द इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग इज, अगेन स्टैटिस्टिकली हम 10 लोगों का करेंगे, 7-8 का कंसेप्शन हो जाएगा. जिनका होगा उसमें से 20% का ट्विंस होगा, you know, so you're putting back 2 embryos for most of the people, but 8 people will have a single pregnancy, but 20% will have twins. And अगर हम एक natural conception की बात करें तो 1 in 250 में ट्विंस होता है, you know, so एक naturally जैसे हम अगर नॉन फर्टिलिटी ट्रीटमेंट की बात करें तो IVF बहुत रेयर है अगेन, बट IVF में बहुत कंट्रोल्ड है, आप एक एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर करोगे तो एक ही होगा. सेकेंडली वी नाउ हैव इवन बेटर टेक्नोलॉजीज कमिंग अप, वी कॉल इट PGT और प्री इम्प्लांटेशन जेनेटिक टेस्टिंग. उसमें आप फर्दर चेक करते हो एंड देन अगर वो एम्ब्रियो ठीक आता है तो देन योर सक्सेस रेट इवन विद अ सिंगल एम्ब्रियो इज 70%. इन फैक्ट अ लॉट ऑफ आवर पेशेंट्स हु हैव सेकेंडरी इनफर्टिलिटी, आजकल बहुत लोग सेकेंड प्रेगनेंसी के लिए जब प्लान कर रहे हैं क्योंकि तब तक एज थोड़ा लेट 30s में पहुंच जाता है, तो उनका तो यही होता है कि भैया 2 तो हो ही नहीं सकते, you know, I will not do an IVF till I'm sure it's just going to be 1. I can't handle 3 children. Now they are the couples who commonly do a PGT because then we are confident that 70% result with a single embryo aayega. So it's getting better, it's getting more controlled. The more you transfer, the better the result is, but the offset is the higher is the multiple pregnancy rate.
Right.
And also a lot of couples thinks it's a big boon कि twin हो जाए,
साथ में अगर फर्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी है तो साथ में ही हो जाए तो
साथ में हो जाए तो बढ़िया है. बट मेडिकली ट्विन प्रेगनेंसी चैलेंजिंग होती है, तो हम ट्विंस चाहते नहीं है, बट इट्स अ बाय प्रोडक्ट और साइड इफेक्ट. बट वो भी कपल्स को समझाना पड़ता है, इतने साल से बच्चा नहीं हो रहा, वो कहते हैं एक ही बार में निपटते हैं, तो हम उनको कहते हैं वो मेडिकली कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होता है. सो इट्स ऑलवेज बेटर, इन आवर हार्ट ऑफ हार्ट वी ऑलवेज विश की सिंगल प्रेगनेंसी हो, बट डेफिनेटली ट्विंस एंड मल्टीपल प्रेगनेंसी IVF की वजह से आज हम स्कूल्स में भी देखते हैं तो काफ़ी सारे लोगों के ट्विंस होते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं फर्टिलिटी ट्रीटमेंट्स एंड IVF हैज लेड टू इट्स राइज.
बट वी नो दैट ट्विन प्रेगनेंसी जो होती है वो थोड़ी चैलेंजिंग लाइक यू जस्ट सेड, लेकिन IVF ट्रीटमेंट के बाद जो नॉर्मल प्रेगनेंसी होती है, इज दैट आल्सो देयर, आर देयर सर्टेन प्रिकॉशंस दैट अ मदर शुड बी टेकिंग?
So see, in IVF होता क्या है, we've got the eggs out, so basically your body is in a state of hormonal deficiency. So the only difference between an IVF and a non-IVF pregnancy is in the first 3 months of pregnancy. आपको first 3 months extra medications, extra हो सकता है थोड़े बहुत injections भी लेने पड़ते हैं pregnancy को support करने के लिए.
अच्छा,
Around 10 weeks of pregnancy, which is 2.5 months of pregnancy, प्लासेंटा टेक ओवर कर लेता है, जो हमारी ऑल नाल होता है, राइट, बच्चे का. 10 वीक्स पे देर इज नो रोल ऑफ हॉर्मोन्स धीरे धीरे बंद करके 12 वीक्स पे पूरे खत्म हो जाते हैं. फ्रॉम द 4th month ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी द प्रेगनेंसी इज इनडिस्टिंग्विशेबल, चाहे वो IVF है या नॉन IVF है, यू नो. सो वी जस्ट टेल ठीक है, यू कैन गो बैक टू योर रूटीन गायनैक, यू कैन जस्ट गो अहेड. एक और मिथ है, लोगों को लगता है सिजेरियन नहीं होगा क्योंकि IVF हो गया. देर इज एब्सोल्युटली नो बेसिस. C-section और नॉर्मल डिलीवरीज एज पर मेडिकल इंडिकेशन.
What about gestational diabetes and all these problems that mothers face?
No, so see, that's primarily because of the cohort. हम कह रहे हैं जो लोग IVF से conceive कर रहे हैं, typically those women are above 35. So वो IVF की वजह से नहीं हो रहा है. That's because, you know, women जो otherwise शायद conceive नहीं कर पाते because they're in their late 30s. तो blood pressure, diabetes, कोलिस्टेसिस, इन सब का रिस्क थोड़ा बढ़ता है. दैट्स primarily because हम higher age पे conceive करें. That has nothing absolutely to do with IVF.
And what are your thoughts on a lot of people want to freeze their eggs nowadays?
Yeah.
मुझे ऐसी some women I've heard talking that I just want to live my life freely. Yeah. I want to drink alcohol. I want to smoke. I want to party, but I want to have babies. I don't know when. तो मैं तो freeze कर दूंगी. How successful is that?
So, देखो, egg freezing is another great technology. In the last 10 years, medically our advancements have become better. Our confidence on egg freezing has become better. So, आपके question के 2 answers हैं. One, I would really want to put it out here that it's a great technology. Women should be aware about it. Unfortunately, most of our requests come in at 38, 39. तब तक egg reserve already कम हो चुका होता है. So, if we are unable to find a good partner, or you know we want to make career choices and we want to postpone pregnancy, egg freezing is definitely great, right? Because आप एक biological clock को pause कर सकते हो. As a woman, it gives you more right. In fact, one of the important things is you're not getting a male partner and no longer are women, you know, thinking कि बस marriage होना ही है तो करेंगे, you know, so that gives you the liberty. But at the same time, जो आप दूसरी बात कह रहे हो वो भी पक्की है. It is not an alternate कि जैसे कि बस अब women empowerment हो ही गया, अब हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. वो तो 100% नहीं है. Because those can be permanent damages that we may do to our gametes, you know. So this is a backup plan for women who are unable to plan because of their social conditions, or if somebody has some medical challenges.
But eventually जो frozen egg है वो वापस
Yes.
तो आपकी body में ही जाएगा ना?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So there is no alternative to good lifestyles. So that's what I said at the beginning also कि सारा fertility rise ही infertility बढ़ इसलिए रहा है. तो वो तो हमें ठीक रखना ही रखना है. In fact अगर आप eggs भी freeze करोगे और आपकी lifestyle खराब है तो we may not get good quality eggs. वो भी कोई guarantee नहीं है. तो वो तो करना ही है. And as you said करना तो pregnancy तो plan है ही. तो वो हमारे को अपने lifestyle, it is not an alternative to that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is great technology. People should know about it, and people should know about it in time. You know, in fact, आपके studio पे मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगी कि women should do a simple test called AMH, anti-Mullerian hormone.
Okay.
That tells you exactly age-wise आपका egg count और egg reserve कितना है.
Okay.
You know, there are young women who have very low AMHs, and by the time they come, it's really gone low. So it's an easy, simple blood test. We should do it. We should know.
So what is the right age, good age to get it done at?
So I think any time after 25, if you know कि ठीक है मैं pregnancy delay करने ही वाली हूँ for whatever reason, ABC reason, just do these simple tests. Make sure you have your fertility in control, right? A lot of people get to know कि मेरा AMH low है, and then those decisions of egg freezing or embryo freezing have to be taken. If you think there is no other choice but you have to postpone pregnancy. So I think it's high time we understand all this. We take this, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इन आवर हैंड, क्योंकि लेट आने पे कभी कभी बहुत लेट हो चुका होता है. हम एग हेल्थ को इम्प्रूव नहीं कर पाते. साइंटिफिकली वी कैन नॉट स्टिल ग्रो न्यू एग्स और न्यू स्पर्म्स. तो अगर वो डिट्योरेट हो गए तो हमारे पास नहीं है. इनफैक्ट फॉर मेन स्पर्म फ्रीजिंग इज वेरी ईजी, एंड अगेन आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू सी अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर प्रोएक्टिवली कमिंग इन. देयर आर मेन हु आर नॉट इवन मैरिड, इवन प्री मैरिड समटाइम्स. मे बी दे आर स्केयर ऑफ देयर लाइफ स्टाइल्स एंड दे कम ओवर एंड दे जस्ट वांट टू चेक, राइट? फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ देम इट मे कम बैक ओके, बट अगर 10 में से किसी एक का भी प्रॉब्लम है तो वो वी कैन निक इट इन द बड. वी कैन पिक इट अप अर्ली. वी कैन टेक प्रोएक्टिव एक्शंस, before we would actually plan pregnancy later.
Do you also see certain patients who come with religious beliefs against IVF?
Yeah, a lot.
Because
of it,
embryos
yes.
आप बना रहे हैं, फिर कुछ use कर रहे हैं, कुछ discard कर रहे हैं. So do you also feel that there are certain families, especially parents of these couples who are against it? What do you have to say to them?
So again, I think the acceptance is increasing, and वो सबसे ज़्यादा जो लोगों के मन में पहले तो fear था वो ये था कि हमारे gametes ही नहीं है. Gametes कुछ भी हो जाते हैं. रूरल एरियाज में तो लोगों को डर था कि पता नहीं ह्यूमन गेमीट्स भी है कि नहीं. दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आई हैव हर्ड. बट वन अगेन बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग विटनेसिंग प्रोटोकॉल्स होते हैं. विदाउट योर कंसेंट एग एंड स्पर्म्स, पहली चीज़ दैट इज़ द मेजर एप्रीहेंशन. पीपल डोंट वांट टू डू IVF बिकॉज उनको एक सेंस ऑफ लैक ऑफ पावर दिखता है. उनको लगता है कि भी एग्स एंड स्पर्म्स मिक्स तो नहीं हो जाएंगे, चेंज तो नहीं हो जाएगा. दैट इज़ द बिगेस्ट एप्रीहेंशन दैट पीपल हैव अगेंस्ट इट.
Does it ever happen?
So the movie made life difficult for fertility. Right? That year was horrible.
Was bad news for people.
That was very bad. So see, human errors for anything can happen, but that's like a 1 in a million situation. But after the movie, everybody thought it was just out there happening. So that's what I'm saying. There are very strong witnessing protocols. There is a team of people who witnesses, because we understand how important this is. You cannot be going wrong on something as important as this.
It's like a car accident, Just because you had it once doesn't mean you have to stop driving and everyone who's driving is going to have an accident.
Correct. So it's very strongly taken that nahi hona chahiye. एक human error rarely in the universe may happen, but more commonly not. Also the other apprehension, socially, some religious communities of course don't accept the idea of the donor thing. So that is another thing where it's not acceptable as per religious beliefs. Then in some places, yes, you cannot, freeze embryos because they feel you're freezing babies. So those are those ethical concerns. But I think religious concerns mainly are around the donation process, and also about, not religious, but socially, ki are they our gametes? How do we know that? So I think that apprehension is there around people.
And how do you think the whole IVF process or the journey has evolved over the years? मतलब क्या चीज़ें हैं जहाँ पर ये better हो गया है?
देखो एक पेनफुल पार्ट तो डेफिनेटली कम हुआ है. पहले देयर यूज्ड टू बी इंजेक्टेबल दैट वर गिवन दैट वर वेरी पेनफुल पोस्ट एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर. दोज हैव गॉन ऑफ एंड वहीं से वो एप्रीहेंशन बहुत ज़्यादा है आईवीएफ को लेके, क्योंकि लोगों को लगता था ये इंजेक्शंस के बाद तो आई जस्ट कांट डू दैट अगेन. सो आई थिंक दैट्स गॉट बेटर. The technology is getting much better every day. Now, see, a media is the fluid in which we grow the embryo. So it's supposed to mimic the body's condition. Those are getting much better. So we are, mimicking nature much better. So we're getting much better results. Like I've been doing this for more than 15, 20 years now. But back then, our results were 20, 30%. हम IVF करते थे, हम कहते थे इसमें से भी 10 में 2-3 लोगों का होगा. आज की डेट में 10 में से 7-8 people conceive. As I was saying, that's, I think, fantastic technology, right? Because that's helping so many people conceive faster, bypassing so many things. And all that thing has got better. So the acceptance is the other part, but technology is definitely getting better.
And my last question to you is, in my experience, I've always heard people say कि IVF doctors जो होते हैं बहुत खड़ूस होते हैं. You don't look खड़ूस. How is that?
So I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I think, but that is how medical practice is also evolving. It's not about IVF, but I think हम सबकी जो gynecologists और IVF specialists होते हैं वो खड़ूस ही होते थे, जाते थे तो डर जाते थे. But I think IVF, not just IVF, fertility treatment involves a lot of hand holding. People who conceive also become our friends and family. They keep sending me pictures that that my baby is now 2 years old. I think that's a lovely thing. So just coming to that, kharoosness doesn't work. You have to have a connect with the patients. A lot of patients who come to our clinic say that okay, it looks like family. It doesn't. It's not a hospital. It's not a treatment you're getting into. So I think that warmth has to come in because they're already mentally very disturbed. They're going through injections. They're going through hormonal changes. So the least we can do is at least handhold them.
And what is Ziva Fertility Clinic में अगर कोई आता है, तो what is it that additionally they can expect?
So see, one, great technology. We are world class. I have no qualms in saying that. We have best of success rates. But as I said, that's okay. That's something that you can get worldwide, right? But you need a warmth. You need an ethical and you need a transparent approach. And I think that's extremely important, which probably is not available, and a lot of confidence doesn't come in a lot of centers. But we at Ziva Fertility are very proud to say that, people may not conceive with our treatments also sometimes, but they'll say we were looked after very well. We knew at every step of the journey what's happening. We were well informed, and nowadays with Google, ChatGPT, सबको सब कुछ पता है, right?
Yeah.
So if there is a center that also tells you what's happening, we cannot change gamete health, we cannot change success rates, but we can be transparent with you about it. We can at every step help you take informed decisions. We can be ethical, and as I said, we've really tried we've tried very hard to create an atmosphere where the patient feels we're approachable, right? We're out there for you, whatever time you need. We understand this journey is tough. We cannot change the toughness, but we can at least make it easier by hand-holding. So technology apart, I think it's the emotional aspect which we very fervently work towards, and we want every patient to feel that they're looked after well.
Yeah, you said it absolutely right, because pregnancy is something which is anyway so close to people's heart.
Yes.
And I understand a lot of people out there who are struggling with infertility. The journey can be very, very painful. But if there is a treatment out there which can help you conceive, तो वो 15-20 दिन का अगर discomfort अगर थोड़ा बहुत हो भी रहा है, I think it's absolutely worth it. Because ऐसा भी मैंने सुना है कि as human beings, our memory tends to forget all painful parts of our lives. I mean, they say कि even if you're pushing a baby vaginally,
and what can be more painful
what
than
can
that?
be more painful? Only, I mean, मैंने भी ये ChatGPT पर ही पढ़ा है that the only other thing which is more painful than giving a vaginal birth is getting burnt alive.
Wow.
So if you can forget that pain, and I have forgotten that pain, I did go through that. I think you can forget anything. ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है. And as doctors saying that technology has advanced so much that all these procedures have become so comfortable now. And
Yes.
thank you for doctors like yourself who are changing the whole face of the medical fraternity by being so smiling and so warm towards everybody. एक time था जब I think हर तरह के doctor से हम लोग डरते थे, but आज because of the advancement and because
Yes.
of people like you, because of awareness, things are getting very, very smooth.
Yeah.
I think we should accept change with open arms.
Yeah, and at that, I'd say the age is the single most important determinant factor, right? So don't waste months and years thinking and having the apprehension around the
Yeah.
treatment. The technologies out there, use it, So if things cannot help you, the doctors there will tell you. But there are so many patients, by the time they come, I said, pehle aate to we would have been able to help you earlier.
Yeah.
So do it in time, do it at the correct age. Don't let these apprehensions and myths stop you from taking a treatment that can really make your chances much better at conceiving.
Exactly. Just like you
Yes.
take care of your health.
Yes.
And a lot of people get late in doing that as well. 40
Yes.
साल के हो गए, अब याद आया, अरे यार 30 पे कर लेता तो बहुत अच्छा रहता. Similarly, I think this is also something we should all prioritize. Thank you
Yes.
so much, doctor, for having this conversation with us.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
leave doctor's details in the description. If any of you want to visit her or find out more about IVF treatments or how to treat your infertility, don't hesitate to click on the link. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. You're watching Candid Confessions with Chavi. This is both of us signing out. Love and peace from us to you.